Near, far, wherever you are. Oh, hey, it's a referral code. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with an Earth 2 update video. There is so much to go over. I'm going to go over this point by point. There's a lot happening since the last 8 hours, surprisingly. So, Shane came up with a new announcement. It says, Dear Earth 2 users, we hope all is well. For those of you unable to view the E2 engine terrain video in 4K, we've taken some screenshots from inside a Phase 3 game to give you a clear idea of the quality, and yes, it's real-time rendering. Tests for the first step of Phase 2 are going well. We will roll out Essence production and a few other features as soon as we can be sure everything works as intended. Feel free to read more details around the E2 engine via the link below, which is, you can go to their YouTube video and do that as well. I'm going to show you guys some pictures, though. Okay. Just a couple of pictures from the game. You can see the pixels. I thought that was like an animal. It's not. It is a stump. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. This is insane. These are screenshotted by the devs. And let's see. Oh yeah, so outside of that, they did post them on Twitter. And after they posted them on Twitter, Keemstar has got a couple million followers on Twitter, said amazing. And then after that, they had deleted the tweet. I'm unsure why, but his tweet was still there, and my tweet was still there as well. Said, look at my most recent video on it. Unsure if he had seen that or anything along those lines. I forgot one of the pictures here, and remember, it is near Salzburg. However, this itself, this is just a video game rendering of a city. This is not an actual city in Salzburg. These skyscrapers in there do not exist in the real world. This is just something that they happen to make in game, and I don't see how people could live that close to so many flowers. There'd be allergies afoot everywhere. Okay, reading more into it, the developers did have a live stream the other day, right before the video had surfaced. I'm going to read some of those right now, saying 4 a.m. for Dylan CO, as it was live streaming at that point. So they will give another official stream soon that they had just stopped by to chat casually. The official stream we will have a countdown for, probably within the next couple of days. There might be a new countdown for that as well, like I just said. Shane even says the trailer is what he flies through when he wants to escape from Earth 1. So there's obviously other gameplay that they're not showing here. They probably have it around 80% finished or so and don't want to show an unfinished product. So that's why they're just using that specific biosphere. That's why they only showed so much of it. Only one biosphere instead of the 6 that they have. Again, they do have multiple others. Similar to when the Union Pacific Railroad tried to extend their government contracts in the 1860s, where they had a really long, nice piece of railway, about 90 to 100-something miles, that they took actual President Grant on. He might not have been president at the time. It was nice, smooth railway. And then what happened after that is that they took him on that line. Everything else was just shoddy work, where if you were on that railroad, you were bouncing up and down. And they want to show the best of what they have. If they showed everything else that they have right now, it just wouldn't look as good. That's why they just focus on just the best. Not recommending this, but Shane had said watching the trailer in 4K with your eyes close to the screen is quite enjoyable. I don't know if he did that close to the screen actually, or if he just had one of those, Oculus Rift things that where your eyes are close like that. That's something that could probably be done easier with an Oculus Rift or a Quest 2, as opposed to just putting your eyes really close to the screen. That seems really bad for you. Nathaniel did joke, saying that building flower shops might be a good idea. A few videos ago, I said that I couldn't recognize where this was. Obviously, we know now it's on the Germany-Austria border. But any shop that sells what is grown locally is likely to do well. Everyone remember that meme from Pokemon when they said, like, oh, this guy's he's like a real businessman. He breeds a whole bunch of Zubats, releases them into Mount Moon, and then opens up a Repel shop next to Mount Moon. It's just one of those big brain ideas, those high-minded ideas that could be really useful inside of the game. Wolfgang says Tolkien is his influence for starting 10 new languages in the game. Obviously, they're going to translate this game into not only the Mandarin, every single major language in the world currently, but also 10 new languages, such as like an Elvish type of thing. Like in Elvish, they have a bunch of dialects because whole that whole language spans across thousands upon thousands of years. I think even tens of thousands of years, because elves are essentially immortal. That's what basically Wolfgang is going to do as well. The devs do say at one point that this is just the beginning. Like Wolfgang said in Discord the other day, Phase 3 won't ever end. It will start and go on forever, and the devs joke and say, are we sure this isn't Roblox or Minecraft? Judging because, those graphics are, one thing, and then the graphics that we saw, 4K, is clearly on a whole other level. There is a lot of hate going on around what people saying, well, the devs can make jokes, but there's still no Dubai, or, y'all can stream, but there's still no Phase 2, and it's really just a lot of impatience. A lot of times I just brush that off, saying that, okay, well, these people don't know what delayed gratification is, or that they're just immature, which is true, but those type of people are also needed. Humans are very unimpressed by things, and I think that's a good thing. Someone makes a vaccine that cures a terrible disease, and people say, like, okay, so, like, that's your job. Like, all right, what are you working on next? And that just makes people say, okay, well, good point. All right, and they move on to whatever else that they're working on. So as much as we get annoyed by the haters, it's those types of people that keep the ball moving forward, which I thoroughly enjoy. So Shane also said in the stream before that video that a new stream is coming soon, and that pictures of the environment and buildings in the environment will be shown soon, as he dropped those pictures today. So what I just told you. So, consequences about Keemstar. Again, Keemstar is one of those people that is just has a couple million followers, which again is fan-freaking-tastic. And not only do we have one of those catalysts, we have another catalyst of my friend Butch Tan that is in the Philippines, who has 900-something thousand followers on TikTok, and he is friends with other celebrities in the Philippines that say, like, yes, they're buying as much as they can now before the game actually opens, before it gets too big, before they announce because they just know. Similar to when, was it Charlie Rose? They asked Warren Buffett, oh, what are you looking at right now? And Warren Buffett says, well, I'm looking at everything. Because he knows, and they both laugh, because they know that he can't answer that question. That powerful, that influential, that his word is so ubiquitously used in teaching lessons that he can't say that, or else as soon as he says something, boom, everyone's going to go. That's why Logan Paul in that video had said, like, oh, no, I can't say what it is right now. Just because he might not have the time to do that as well, because he is doing Pokemon right now. I spent a couple $1 million in Pokemon cards over the last like 6 months. So yeah, there's a lot going on, a lot of good catalysts. You're just going to start seeing them one by one, and those are people that not a lot of these people really into games. This is before, like, my friend John. I'm not gonna say his last name because you might know who he is, but Facebook or whatever. But he will poop his pants if he ever sees this trailer. He's not really into it just yet, but just people that are just really into graphics. Any YouTuber or gamer that's into these amazing graphics are gonna play it specifically just for the game. Like I said, this is vintage, just nature documentary. Actually looks better than nature documentaries from the 90s or early 2000s, where the camera quality wasn't so good. But it's just fantastic. I'm so ready for this. I wish I had more money to invest in it. Anyway, guys, I'm the real Randy Chavez. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Comment your memes down below. All right, I love you. Goodbye. Meow, 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 meow.